Hey everyone, it's Tyler the Rustic Nerd Dad here, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Deadpool cosplay costume from Chaorenbuy Cosplay. Normally I do the full unboxing and everything, but unfortunately due to some technical issues and an interruption from UPS, my last video just ended up being a complete disaster. So I finished unboxing it. It was a very, very large package that actually had two different cosplays in it. So at the end of this video, I'll actually be just showing the package, the internal package of the other cosplay. So if you're interested in checking out that review, you can check out the separate video for that one. But anyway, I've completely taken off all the covering and all the packaging for the Deadpool suit. So we'll get right to it and try to keep this as seamless as a video as possible, minus me putting the suit on and me putting it on the mannequin. So I'll show you what it looks like on, and then I'll show what it looks like on the mannequin and do some close-up videos then. So I'll start with the gloves. Definitely a large upgrade compared to where they used to be when it came to Deadpool gloves and detail. The fabric is on this version is very much akin to my first Deadpool suit. I loved that texture, but I've really grown to like this pleather look as well. The wrist wraps have also gotten a huge improvement over the last couple of years. So let's try these on real quick, or at least I'll put one on. One point I will make is personally, I will eventually upgrade the wrist wrap and hand cover with urethane rubber ones. Sheesh, that's going to be a pain to line up nice every time, but not too bad, not too shabby. Looks really good, especially from far away. You can see that it gets really stiff. I think working it in will probably help. But yeah, nice gold color actually. I'm actually really impressed with that. So that's off to a good start. Again, this is actually a nice matching gold look, but it is metal, so all that will be completely replaced with urethane rubber. So far, so good. Like I said, off to a good start. Here is the shoulder strap, which is an upgrade from, I wish I had my old suit to show you, but I recently sold it. But it's actually like an indented pleather instead of a sewn on. It's not amazing by any means, but if you're looking so far to get something, it's a pretty accurate buckle actually. As an all-in-one cosplay just to get going, this would probably be a pretty good option. While I'm looking at some of these other parts, just for, because I always get asked, my weight is currently 165 and my height is 5'9", and I ordered a medium. So this is a Shin Guard. So again, it's got the metal tabs on the sides. And honestly, I don't hate it. You know, I get that the black detailing is like screen printed or painted on, not 100% sure, but it actually doesn't look too bad. I'm pretty surprised. Pretty decent looking. It's got a Velcro enclosure, and so far from what I can tell on all the pieces, it's an upgraded Velcro compared to what they used to use. Like, it's a much more stronger Velcro. So that was the one shin piece. This is the one that's got the baby knife sheath on it. Again, got the gold, but I'll be using Big Fred Customs files for a lot of my upgrades. So that will be completely replaced, if not the whole Shin Guard eventually, probably. The Sheath, which this is what really surprised me. So they are definitely upgrading their technology. This is 3D printed. You can see the layer lines heavily there. This is a gold-like filament. But yeah, that really threw me. They've got the Velcro to attach to the back. I was not expecting this. Probably not going to use it. I do have a Spirit Halloween set of swords that I'll, compare to and do a review on as well. But there is a slight crack here. Easy repair though. But yeah, that really surprised me. The holsters, got the nice gold detail. They're okay. I did pull out one of these that I got from Amazon or YouTube. Got the orange tip. They're pretty close. Like, if I were to heat them up, I'd probably get an even better fit, but honestly, not awful. Not awful at all. But again, something that I'll upgrade. Again, has the nice strong Velcro. So that's encouraging. But so far, like I said, for just kind of a get it and get going suit, it's been looking pretty good. This is the other holster with the little pouches. And what's cool about these is they're actually functional with magnets. So that's really nice. Honestly, I'll probably keep them instead of 3D printing new ones. I'll just replace the accent pieces to match the rest of the cast or 3D printed pieces. But pretty impressed with that. It's got the gold detailing. Again, all that metal tab stuff will get replaced eventually. And the belt and belt buckle. The buckle is actually really nice. I actually really like it. The side parts, not so much. So I'll probably be replacing the whole thing. If not the whole belt eventually, but it'll be like a way later on upgrade that I do. What is nice about this is that the belt buckle sides is held on by Phillips screws. So those will be easy to take off and replace, because the inside there is just kind of held on in like a J-hook style. So this whole part can come off if I wanted to just leave the belt buckle, which I might consider because it actually looks pretty good. Considering I'll have to look at images of the suit more closely. Another nice thing is that it does have the black underpiece already attached. So again, it's just less that you have to really worry about in the long run. It does look like it's got a pretty wide range of size, as this entire black section is open Velcro. So we'll check that out when I put it on. And lastly, the actual suit. Oh, sorry, second to last is the actual suit itself. So in the neck area, fabric like my first suit, kind of like a sport knit. As you can see, it's medium. The shoulders are that wrapped pleather and like a hard foam. Again, best case scenario to wrap that in replace that with the urethane rubber. All the tabs are gold metal cast, which are sewn in, which isn't awful. Again, to just go with a suit, pretty good option. But for me, I'll be replacing a lot of this stuff with urethane rubber casts. It does have the thumb loop, which is nice to keep the sleeve from riding up. They still haven't added anything for the feet, which I still end up doing manually to keep the legs from riding up. It does have a crotch zipper for bathroom breaks. And there is the Velcro spot for the back. Okay. And I was completely wrong. That was third last. So second to last, we've got the boots. Very, very basic. You know, usually the limp pleather fabric. I mainly got this as like just if you were to get the whole thing and go, what that would entail. Again, not bad. At least everything matches with the rest of the suit, which is nice. So we'll try those on. But again, I'll probably replace all that with 3D print or urethane rubber casts. And lastly, we've got the mask. So this is the version with removable lenses or expressions, even though there's only one expression for whatever reason it seems like that they offer. However, it is ginormous on my head, and the hidden zipper is very, very difficult. But I will show you what it looks like on me. I have a 22.5-inch head. Forgive my hat hair. See, I barely took it up too far, and it wants to fight me. That's kind of the crummy thing about these really, really tiny zippers. I've been bringing it down to about like 1.5 inches, not all the way up. Okay. And for whatever reason, it always wants to get stuck like up here. It doesn't want to zip all the way when I have it on. But yeah, expressions don't come off super easy, but they do. As you can see, it is ginormous on my head. Like my chin is down here. I have to lift it up to see out of it. And there is no breathing holes in that plastic. None in the face. None at the top. So, be hot. But I already 3D printed, see, went down all the way when I have it off. I already 3D printed a new face shell sized to me. It's actually half face shell, and I had anticipated having to replace the face shell in this because I have such a small head. I do have a couple concerns now though, but I would imagine there should be enough fabric here to accomplish what I need to do. If not, I'm sure I could take from other parts of the suit. But it's not bad if you have maybe like a 23.5-inch head, 24, it might be good. It just sucks for us smaller head folk because that's just not gonna cut it. It's just way, way, way too big. I hate the bobblehead look. I hate it when face shells like push out like that because it just, to me, that's like one of the top tier pieces of a suit or an outfit, and if the mask just doesn't look right, to me it just throws the whole thing off. So I'll definitely be putting some time into fixing that, and honestly, to me, so far, this is like the biggest issue with this suit, which is unfortunate. I wish they just offered different sizes, but here we are. Not a huge deal, nothing I can't fix. So and even then, like, They are definitely 3D printed, or at least the lenses are. You probably can't really see it, but there are minor print lines in there, or at least the masters were 3D prints. And even on the black part, you can kind of see print lines. But the face shell is definitely vacuum formed, but again, no breathing holes whatsoever. It gets hot real quick. So I'm gonna try to throw this on myself, give you guys a general idea of how it feels, and then lastly, I'll put it on the mannequin and do some close-ups. All right, so just getting this last glove on, which, you know, with the type of fabric the black part is on the glove, I'd say you definitely want to be careful or have help putting the gloves on, because this sport kind of fabric on the gloves does like to pull. This isn't completely on. I couldn't get it zipped up the back completely. It's one of those smaller zippers as well. A hidden zipper, which is nice, but it can't take a lot of stress. Otherwise you'll consider breaking it. So the string that I was using that was lightweight kept on breaking. So I'll wait for when my wife gets home to do a full zip up, but I'm very confident that it will be a good fit. Because as is, it's got a very good feel. It's got a lot of good movement. You know, the pants do ride up a little bit when I move my legs, but adding that elastic will help and still allow good movement without causing too much stress on the rest of the suit. I do like that they've upgraded a lot of this stuff over the years to make it more durable and user-friendly. Since it's not fully zipped up, when I lift my shoulders up, it's just causing some strange pull on the lower portion, which honestly, I do have the lower torso pulled down a little bit until I can get some other stuff situated in my manly region, because I don't want to scare children, you know, thinking that I'm Peter Pool. If you've seen the movie, you get the reference. But honestly, I am very, very impressed with the feel and look overall of the suit, and what it has to offer for the price range. Again, just to have something and go. Again, the mask is just, I'm not going to bother putting it back on because it's so ungodly big on me. But again, if you have a bigger head, it might work to your advantage. But again, somebody that has a 22.5-inch head, there's no even point of me trying to pad this thing out because it's still going to look humongous. So that's where we're going to do our best to take the current fabric off and re-sew and attach it to the new face shell. But yeah, if you want to know anything specific about the suit, you know, feel free to drop a comment. I will be more than happy to answer and let you know. I got 8.5 size boots. They feel more like 9s, to be honest, but it's also missing like the bottom sole, like the cushion on the inside. Thankfully, I've got spares from other cosplays that might help tighten it up, but I definitely have about at least a half inch of room inside. But yeah, it's very, very flexible. I look forward to doing more with this particular suit. I look forward to doing the upgrades. And honestly, like, there's not a lot that I'm like, I feel like I need to rush and do upgrades on. Like, I feel like this is a very, very good base suit that I can just take my time and just gradually upgrade. Now that I have it on and I've got a feel for it, I've got a better look, I do think that the two biggest issues for me are going to be the shoulders and the face shell / mask. Those are the two biggest things. Well, as well as the sword sheath. That's very, very funny. I mean, it's still better than what they originally would make, but if you can get your hands on a Spirit Halloween set, again, working on a budget, that will probably be your best bet. And then just getting the industrial style Velcro and attaching that to that. Again, I've got a set, and I will be doing a review video, as well as an upgrade video on those swords eventually as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get this suit off, get it on the mannequin there, and give you guys some close looks on the mannequin. All right, now let's take a look at close-up of the suit. So when I was putting this on the mannequin, I noticed that there was Velcro on this side, but not this side. And that's when I realized it was actually for the shoulder strap. So that's kind of neat, but it does suck that it goes all the way across to the side. So that's something that I'll have to probably shorten or adjust depending on what I decide to do with mine. That's a paint drip. This is kind of like where my corner where I do a lot of detailing and stuff like that. So that's the front side. And looking at the mask, this mannequin head has approximately a 23-inch head, and you can still see that it's sticking out like a good, good almost inch on either side. It's kind of crazy how big that is. But yeah, it looks really, really good. I do like it quite a bit. So I'll spin this puppy around and show you the back. So yeah, it's got some really good detail, again, for a walk away, like throw it on and go cosplay. I'd say it's very much worth the money. Again, is it going to be 100% screen accurate? No. But those screen accurate printed suits are going to, just the base suit alone is probably going to cost you the same amount as this whole setup. So if you're wanting something to, just throw on and wear and not really worry about damaging it, this is definitely the way to go. I will say, these zippers, I am 100% going to look at replacing. The zipper does go all the way down here, I believe. So it is a very long zipper, but like you can see there, it's a really, really tight stitch, so it makes it really, really hard to zip up. No wonder in some spots my string was breaking when I was trying to pull it up. But like I said, I also didn't want to run the risk of breaking it, and it was that way for both the suit and the mask. So when I restructure the mask, I'll probably be adding a side zipper, but I'll be adding probably heavier zippers. I don't personally need them to be invisible. I might even change it or paint the tab black or something, so when it reaches this point, it's black all the way across. I don't know. We'll see. I might figure out a way to hide it too when I mess with this neck strap or upgrades or whatever I decide to do. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed overall, and I definitely recommend it. I think it's a very solid suit for its price point. But again, you can even see it more so from the back. Like, it's insane. Like, I'm thinking more of like a 24-inch, 25-inch head, honestly. But even then, that being said, this fabric is tight. Real, like, tight in here. So it's really hard to say. I think that's the biggest downfall of this suit. But I recommend at least getting it so you have the fabric to mess with your own. But yeah, that is the Deadpool suit from Chaorenbuy. To wrap up, some wrap-up notes, as I'm sure I'll get these questions, is how long did it take to ship? I ordered it on August 11th, and I just got it on October 2nd. I will say that they did send out a fairly large apology email, I believe, to all of their people that ordered Deadpool suits on September 19th, as I was an individual that got the email. Basically, they were behind on orders for Deadpool suits. I don't think Chaorenbuy, Sim Cosplay, or Pro Cosplay were really prepared for that level of influx in Deadpool suit orders. So yeah, it was approximately 2 months. That, and, you know, it was a little bit before, you know, the Halloween, you know, because getting into like the September period is when big Halloween orders start hitting. So I mean, if you were to order a suit now, you're unlikely to get a suit in time for Halloween, unless it's specifically ordered or labeled as ready to ship. And even then, I would be double checking with the seller just to make sure that's actually the case. And especially for both Deadpool and Wolverine. They are going to be 2 huge ones this season. On top of it, the manufacturer of these suits is working on basically a screen printed version that I believe is going to be available in November. So if you're wanting to wait or willing to wait, and you're willing to spend a little bit more, they do have that offering coming, which I think would be a good middle point between this level of cosplay and like White Sheep Leather or Leather Fashion Valley, which do very nice screen printed suits. I really hope the manufacturer of these suits do like a screen printed budget Wolverine. That would be really cool to see, because I would definitely be interested in buying one to review it. But yeah, again, I would highly recommend this suit. I'm glad I got it. I think it will be my last Deadpool suit, you know, unless I get some serious gains or something. But I really like it for what it is. I really like the feel. You know, as much as I love Deadpool and I have a lot of stuff that's building in my collection for the character, and I love the Canadian characters, it's just not a character that I'm regularly going to be pumping out cosplays for. So I'm just going to enjoy taking my time and working on this to make it the way I like it, because I really do like that pleather feel. I really like the look of that. I don't think everything needs to be screen printed personally, though I do like it for Wolverine. But yeah, so I'll still be working on Wolverine projects. I'm sure you can see my Wolverine mask master over there that I'll be molding soon. But lastly, I'm sure a bunch of you going, well, what's the other suit that he ordered? What's the other suit that the Rustic Nerd Dad got with the Deadpool suit? So, in the other video, I have Soldier Boy. So I got a Soldier Boy outfit as well from Chaorenbuy. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm going to be doing upgrades to that suit as well. So definitely stay tuned for upgrade videos for both the Deadpool suit and the Soldier Boy suit, as well as the unboxing and review of the Soldier Boy outfit. I'm super stoked for the new show that they announced on Amazon Prime for basically a prequel with Soldier Boy. So I've always wanted to do a villain cosplay, and I thought this would be a really fun one to do. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe, and to let me know in the comments if you have any specific questions, and I will be more than happy to get to them as soon as I can. Anyway, take care, and bye for now.